You ever just wake up and life got you feeling like you want to do one of these? I don't know about y'all, but I know I've felt like that at times. And I had to really sit down and ask myself, like, why is it that I feel this way? And it came down to a few things for me. And it was like, I just felt like I never have time for myself. And like something is missing in my soul. And I'd catch myself at work looking out the window like, man, this is not where I want to be right now. Like, I do not want to be here. I want to be out there, bro. I don't want to be stuck in some building just working and working and working my damn life away. Like, that's not what I want to be doing. I want to just be free to go take a walk at 10 a.m. if I want to, but I can't because I'm stuck here. And I just was like, how is it that I always find a way to do something that I don't want to do? Like, whether that be go to work or get a school paper done or just something that somebody else asked me to do. I'm finding a way to get something for somebody else done but myself, and it really just boiled down to I'm just making excuses, man. It's just nothing but excuses. And I got to thinking about the life I want to live and the goals I want to achieve in that life, and how I don't want to take the normal path like everybody else has been doing, because bro, it just looks miserable. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't want to be doing what everybody else is doing. That's just how I've always been. But much like anybody else, you get those what ifs and those doubts that start to seep in, the unknowing of what am I actually capable of. First of all, you and I, we're capable of anything we want to do. Like, in this world, it doesn't matter. We're capable of it. But we all have those what ifs. What if I can't? What if I this? What if I that? And I had to personally ask myself, what's scarier than those what ifs for me? And what's scarier than that is regret, bro. Like, becoming a dusty old fart, and I'm sitting there like, damn, what would have happened if I took that step? What would have happened if I just did that? What's scarier for me is not knowing what would happen if I had just taken that step, rather than if I had just took that step, I could find out like, yo, this ain't even for me. I just take a step elsewhere. But if I never take it, I will never know, and that is so much scarier than just going. And the only way to get up and just go is to show up for yourself. Showing up for yourself is the only way you can get and achieve the things that you want in this life. And you may be asking yourself, asking me, how do I show up? What do you do? And there's no one simple answer for it, but I'm gonna help you as best as I can, how I know how. But the first thing you want to do is start small. Just start small. You may have a grandiose idea or a big idea, whatever, but you gotta break that down into smaller components. Otherwise, you're gonna get defeated before you even start. And the next thing I can recommend is just keep track. Keep track of the things you're doing to show up for yourself. And let's say you want to go to the gym. You could think of it as a game. You keep track of how many times you went to the gym in the week, and you can look back and be like, oh, I only went one time this week. And you can ask yourself like, damn, am I really only worth one gym session a week, or am I worth more? Am I really only worth this one time, or am I worth more? And you should always be worth more. And the next thing you got to do when it comes to showing up for yourself is check your intent. What I mean by that, if you don't know where to start, is you can ask yourself two simple questions. What am I doing, and why am I doing it? If you can't answer those two questions, you need to stop, and you need to go back and reevaluate. Because one thing I can say to you is, you cannot lie to yourself, and you cannot half-ass yourself. Reason being, you're going to know when you're lying to yourself. It's just not going to feel right. You always know when you're lying to yourself. and you're the only person you can't escape from. So yeah, might as well check your intent at the front door, because whenever you're going for what it is that you're trying to achieve, whatever it is that you're trying to do, when shit starts hitting the fan, stuff may be going not the way it's supposed to go, all that accountability is going to come falling down onto your shoulders, and it's going to come down to making solutions, not excuses. And we could all be a little bit better at that, myself included. Now that you've broken it down so that you can start small, and you're keeping track, and you've checked your intent, the next thing you got to do when it comes to showing up for yourself is just give it your best, whatever that may look like. And let me tell you, your best may not always be pretty, and it may not always be perfect, and it probably is never going to be that way. But what it's going to require is a lot of practice and a lot of patience. And by practice, I mean you're going to have to practice the things that you keep failing at, that you may not be good at. And that's going to be a frustrating experience. But you're going to keep practicing, you're going to learn, you're going to get past it. Remember, solutions, not excuses. And as for patience, I'm not so much talking about the whole process. I'm talking about more so being patient with yourself, because again, like I said, it's going to be a frustrating experience. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, there's going to be stuff you don't want to do, there's going to be times you don't want to show up. But when you can look back and see, I made it past this, I made it past that, I've been showing up for myself this long, and I know why I'm in it. Oh, you'll never quit. You'll never quit. You'll never want to quit. Now, I know I spouted a lot of stuff throughout this video, and I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't something that I was going to do myself. And so that's exactly what this channel is. It's a place for me to show up for myself and achieve the things that I want to achieve in my life and in my heart. And I'm just done showing up for everything and everybody else except for myself. I need to be there for me, and you should be there for you. And you should believe in yourself and everything that you do, and believe that you can get whatever it is that you want in this life, because you deserve it. And if you don't remember anything, remember this. Repeat after me. If I ain't in it all the way, giving it everything I've got, then all things around me become finite. I am abundant. I am infinite. Take care.
Remember what you learned in our training, and trust yourself. It may feel like Cell weakened you, but really what's draining your strength is your own doubt. Just don't listen to it, okay?
Okay, it's all starting to become clear now, Dad.